I made a Ninco to Carrera adapter piece. This is the Ninco track. What I had to do to modify the Ninco track was break off all the tabs off one side, remove the metal connectors on the Ninco track, and then you're going to replace it with Carrera connectors, one on each rail. The Carrera track I used was a 1/3 Carrera track. So what I did with this was I cut the track in half. I removed the ends off both ends of the track. I also broke off all the tabs because that's going to be the Ninco side, and the other side I left because that's going to be the Carrera side. You have to slightly cut it in the center just so it kind of matches up. I cut it too much, but the Carrera track you don't have to modify at all, but you do have to sacrifice another Carrera track to get the ends out of, which I did. So I got the ends out of the 1/3, which I put on one side, and then I got the ends out of the digital piece, which I put on this side here. So I got two ends. Now how you connect it is I first put the ends on the Ninco side, like so. I then put the ends onto the Carrera side, like so. Now you gotta watch because this Ninco track bends really easy. It's like Scalextric, it kind of gets warped. So you go on a flat surface, then you push them together, like so. Boom. See, and now it's kind of a little crooked. Depends how you do it, but if you do it permanent, it's going to be a lot better, right? Now cars pass over it, no problem. Right? Coming this way, there's a little bit of a ledge here going onto the Ninco, but the cars still go over good. Now, you're wondering maybe continuity. How's continuity since you jimmied it? Well, this is held together. It's not permanent, so if you make it permanent and put solders and welds or whatever you want to do, wire, it's going to be a lot better. But if we check the continuity for what we have as it is right now, we're at 0. It's got a good connection, and I think it creates that good connection because it's kind of flexed, because it's divided like that, split up like that. And there we got something. What do we got here? 0.2, 0.1. Oh, false alarm. What do we got here? Nothing. So that could be your Ninco to Carrera adapter track, simply by cutting a 1/3 Carrera and then just modifying the ends on the Ninco and the ends on the Carrera by basically breaking off all the tabs, removing the metal strips off the Ninco and the Carrera, and then putting the metal strips into the Ninco and sacrificing another Carrera track for the metal strips to put on the other side of the Ninco.